Known for being the baddest in the game, she's built her empire on raw confidence, undeniable sex appeal, and the kind of videos that make you do a double take. Whether it's her twerking in a ski mask or dropping it low in lingerie, Rubi Rose knows exactly how to keep fans hooked. She's all about pushing limits and dropping some of the wildest content online. This isn't just for show, it's her way of making a mark on the rap game. Keep watching for some of the wildest footage ever recorded of Rubi Rose, kissing a stripper on camera. In this clip, she's going all in, making out with a random stripper on camera like it's an art form. Things get steamy fast, and you can feel the heat as both of them are fully locked into the moment. Rubi's not holding back. This is her playground, and she's playing to win. Having roots in the stripping scene herself, she knows how to own the stage and the lens, proving she's never afraid to show off for the camera. Influenced by icons like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Future, Nicki Minaj, and Foxy Brown, Rubi's vibe screams confidence, power, and raw sensuality. This is her living out the energy that built her legacy. The rapper knows how to command attention, and this next clip is no exception. Twerking on Instagram Live.
Put your hands in the air, it's a sticker.
She's got her head out the window of a sleek tinted car, living her best life with the kind of carefree energy that makes everyone stop and stare. But let's talk about the real show here, her outfit. A lacy black masterpiece that clings to her body like it was designed to worship every curve. It's sultry and very daring, and you already know she's not about to miss a moment to show off her moves. She's working that body like a pro, shaking it with the kind of fluidity that feels like second nature. The rhythm, the sway, the confidence, it's all there. It's not just dancing, it's a performance, rooted in a cultural confidence that Rubi embodies effortlessly. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Rubi knows exactly what her fans want to see, and she's playing the game on her terms. The parts that might reveal a little too much, she's smart enough to censor those with a bunch of emojis, teasing just enough to keep the anticipation alive. It's all intentional because she isn't just serving looks and moves, she's serving a masterclass in how to keep the streets and her fans hooked. When Rubi Rose touched down in Osaka, she lit up the stage with an insane performance. But this clip from the show is absolutely wild. Explicit performance in Osaka, Japan. Her commanding presence had the crowd in a frenzy, especially when she showcased her signature moves, shaking it with a confidence that only she can deliver. Belting out hits like Big Mouth and He and His Feelings, she proved why she's a force in the hip-hop scene. It's rare for artists to secure gigs this far from home, but Rubi's international appeal is undeniable. If you're ever in Japan, catching a Rubi Rose concert should be at the top of your list. In a memorable moment, she grabbed a fan's phone and filmed a wild video, bringing the camera down to capture a cheeky shot under her skirt, leaving the audience both shocked and thrilled. But Rubi didn't stop there. This next video almost got her banned when she posted it, undressing in a public fitting room on video. In a public locker room, she strips down, flaunting a tight black G-string that leaves little to the imagination. With a cheeky grin, she bends over, making her cheeks clap for the camera, fully aware of the attention she's commanding. It's amusing to imagine the reactions of passers-by catching glimpses of her uninhibited display under the stall. While some might focus solely on her provocative antics, it's essential to recognize Rubi's musical prowess. Her tracks like Big Mouth and He and His Feelings showcase her lyrical skills and unique flow, hinting at her potential to make significant waves in the rap industry. Her journey from a video vixen to a rising hip-hop artist is a testament to her determination and versatility. Rubi has harnessed her initial fame, transforming it into a platform where her music and unapologetic persona resonate with a growing fan base. She's creating her own path and has been feeding the culture with bangers, and her recent singles, I Like and Single, already had fans vibing hard. But when she dropped Wifey, she took it to another level when she began promoting the song. Behind-the-scenes footage of her music video. She proved once again why she's a rising force in the rap game. Sampling Nerd's iconic track Lap Dance, the song is a bold declaration of self-ownership and unapologetic confidence. Her lyrics hit hard, showing she's not afraid to set the record straight and own her narrative with style. While the Wifey official music video was already a showstopper, fans who've been riding with Rubi for a while know that the real treasure lies in the behind-the-scenes footage that recently resurfaced. And trust, this is where things get wild. This scene shows the rapper at a car wash, fully in her zone, armed with a hose and absolutely no hesitation. She's wetting herself down, water cascading over her as she rocks barely there attire that leaves just enough to the imagination. Her curves glisten under the sunlight as she moves with that effortless confidence, proving she's not just a performer, she's a whole mood. But that's not all. She leans down on the hood of the car, giving fans a look that's equal parts playful and seductive. Every move, every glance at the camera feels completely in sync with the energy of wifey. The candid, behind-the-scenes vibe of this footage is what makes it so special. It's Ruby being Ruby, unfiltered, in her element, and absolutely owning every second of the spotlight. But let's be real, credit is due to whoever had the genius to capture this iconic moment. We all owe you big for letting us in on this glimpse of Ruby's raw, unapologetic energy. But this next clip is the kind of thing that makes the timeline stop in its tracks. Swimming naked on IG story. Ruby Rose dropped a video on her Instagram that had fans rewinding again and again, trying to catch every single detail, and let me tell you, it's hard to focus when she's serving looks like this. In the video, Ruby is wearing absolutely nothing but a pair of panties, lounging in a pool like she owns it. The camera catches her moving slow, seductive, and deliberate. Every second feels like a tease. With one hand barely covering her chest, she leaves little to the imagination. Then just when you think you've seen it all, she turns around, flaunting her tight-toned figure and rising out of the water in slow motion. Her wet hair drips down her back, and the glistening pool water only makes everything look even more mesmerizing. Trust me, nobody watching this video could tell you what color her panties were, because nobody was looking there. But Ruby is far more than a poolside fantasy. She joined an elite group of rising stars in the XXXL freshman class, alongside names like Pushisti, Flo Milli, and Murray. It was a major moment that solidified her position as an artist to watch. And this isn't the first time Ruby's stolen the spotlight. Fans first got to know her as the standout model in the Migos' Bad and Boujay music video, and she's been turning heads ever since. From gracing Twitch streams. With DJ academics to making her mark in hip-hop, Ruby has been building her empire. In 2019, her single Big Mouth put her on the map as a serious player in the rap game. A year later, she turned heads again with a cameo in Cardi B's legendary WAP video. Add to that her signing to L.A. Reid's Hitco Entertainment and the release of her mixtape For the Streets, featuring big names like Future and Party Next Door. Her next move? Go all out during her public performances. Wild performance at music festival. Ruby Rose's concert at Washington D.C. quote, "S Broccoli City Festival was nothing short of electrifying. Taking the stage in a wild outfit, a black sleeveless top paired with booty shorts that left little to the imagination, she commanded attention from the moment she stepped into the spotlight. Her outfit was a bold statement, perfectly complementing her dynamic stage presence. Before making her debut at Broccoli City, Ruby had already been carving out her own space in the rap industry, challenging the male-dominated landscape with her unapologetic style. Her music exudes confidence, empowering listeners to embrace their inner bad bitch. With endorsements from heavyweights like Drake and L.A. Reid, Ruby's ascent in the rap game has been swift and impactful. Her recent XXL freshman freestyle turned heads, showcasing her lyrical prowess and solidifying her status as a rising star. Ruby's journey is as unique as her sound. Born and raised in Kentucky, she found her musical passion after moving to Atlanta. Summer trips to her mother's homeland in Africa and attending boarding school in Switzerland provided her with a diverse cultural perspective, enriching her artistry. Even before her music career took off, Ruby's vibrant personality had already garnered a substantial social media following, setting the stage for her future success. At Broccoli City Festival, Ruby owned the stage, delivering a performance that the crowd would remember for a lifetime and reaffirming her place as a force to be reckoned with in the music industry. When it comes to her craft, she's a perfectionist, and this next clip of her dance rehearsals proves it. Dance rehearsal in public. While the rest of her crew was slumped, tired from hours of practice, Ruby was still in front of that full-length mirror, perfecting her moves. She's throwing it back with precision, checking every angle, every sway, every bounce, and making sure it's all on point. That dedication, that's what separates the stars from the superstars, and Ruby's out here making it clear which side she's on. But Ruby isn't just a dancer or a rapper. She's a businesswoman with a hustle that doesn't quit. Beyond the music scene, she's built a whole empire on OnlyFans, turning her social media presence into a money-making machine. Let's talk numbers. On her second day on the platform, she raked in 100 grand. Her journey into OnlyFans wasn't random either. She credits her then-boyfriend for inspiring her to take the leap, as he was using the platform to teach others how to monetize YouTube. Ruby explained that everyone had been telling her to get involved because she was already posting wild content on Instagram without charge. Once she took their advice, it was a turning point. She described her content as personal, emotional, and exclusive, emphasizing that it helps her build genuine relationships with fans while creating material that resonates deeply. It comes as no surprise that her presence on the platform continues to grow steadily, day by day and month by month. Rubi Rose is the definition of discipline and persistence. Fans might know her for her music and her killer performances, but her work ethic and business mindset are what truly set her apart. OnlyFans took off as she and her friends frequently shared exclusive content and regularly interacted with fans. But this leaked video from her page had everyone shocked. Leaked OnlyFans video.
DA got that
That ain't the baby, that's my baby.
The president mom had go. Lay down on the bed.
In the video, she showcased her talent as a performer, busting out a move that has become her signature. Standing on her tiptoes and bending down to throw it back, her perfectly arched back has become a hallmark of the Rubi Rose brand, contributing to her massive success. The platform has undeniably transformed her life, even leading her to collaborate with a company to help her curate and optimize her content. Rubi revealed that she also uploads snippets of her music before its release, along with unreleased material, behind-the-scenes footage, recordings of music videos, and moments in the studio with collaborators. She found it rewarding to tie all these elements together, monetize them, and use the income to fund her music endeavors. Reflecting on her experience with OnlyFans and her growing understanding of business and financial management, Rose shared a piece of advice that resonated deeply with her: the importance of working hard now to relax later. She emphasized the need to seize opportunities while she was still young, explaining that she had seen how hard her mother and other parents work at regular 9-to-5 jobs, often without feeling the success she had felt. Her philosophy is clear: work hard now to chill out later. In addition to drawing inspiration from her mother, Rose also looks up to rapper and businesswoman Saweetie. She really admires Saweetie's ability to create unique content and excel across various ventures. Rose praised Saweetie for her outstanding advertisements and business acumen, highlighting her success in fashion and other fields. She remarked that whatever Saweetie is doing, she is excelling at it, and Rubi is just following the blueprint. But what really set the internet ablaze was this next unforgettable clip: twerking on the beach. Rubi Rose was back at it again, and this time she was bringing the heat straight to the sand. The beach had never seen a performance quite like this. Rubi out here twerking, throwing that thing in a circle like it's second nature. Effortless, mesmerizing, and undeniably bad. She's giving her fans exactly what they came for: pure Rubi energy. Now let's be real. On a scale from 1 to 10, what are y'all rating this? Because anything less than a 10 feels like disrespect. She's got that vibe that makes people rethink their entire career path, like forget the 9 to 5, let's get on YouTube, go viral, and somehow make enough bank to catch her attention. But it's not just about catching a glimpse of Rubi. She's laid out the standards loud and clear. If you want a shot, you better be making more than she does. And let's face it, most people aren't even close to that level. With her music, OnlyFans empire, and social media influence, Rubi Rose is stacking bags left and right, setting the bar high for anyone trying to shoot their shot. But this next clip right here, straight wild, IG video in fishnets. Rubi Rose turned the dial all the way up, leaving almost nothing to the imagination. Draped in nothing but fishnets, she's on all fours, giving the camera and her fans a front row seat to her unmatched confidence. Her presence is magnetic, and she knows exactly what she's doing. Rubi's not just bad, she's a master at owning her moment and leaving everyone wanting more. But she's no stranger to the game. She understands that in today's world, branding is everything. Rubi explained that music can only take an artist so far, pointing out that how someone presents themselves plays a big role in their success. Her skill in creating an online persona is clearly a big reason why she's such a hot topic in public conversations. Still, there's more to Rubi than being the internet's bold provocateur. In person, she is calm, composed, and quite different from the bold, sensual image people see on social media. She has said that people are often surprised by how relaxed she is when they meet her. She clarified that she's not as energetic or provocative in real life. She described herself as laid back, explaining that while she has her lively moments, her real-life personality is much more toned down. It's this duality that makes the entertainer so captivating. She's crafted a powerful image for herself online, one that blurs the line between fantasy and reality. But beneath it all, there's a grounded, focused individual who's all about her hustle. Whether she's turning heads with a bold look or surprising fans with her laid-back personality, Rubi knows how to keep people hooked. Young Rubi Rose twerking. Before all the fame and stacks of cash, Rubi was just out here living her wildest life and turning heads. An old video of her from back in the day is proof she's always had the body, the energy, and the attitude to back it up. Now, with so many women taking over the game, Rubi's sitting pretty, right where she belongs. She's made it clear where she's headed, saying she's going to be a global household name in music and beyond. She's not shy about owning her power, calling herself a boss who's here to inspire young women to rise up and show the world what they've got. Rubi wants everyone to know it's her time and the boys better make room. But Rolling Loud was where the party really gets wild, and Rubi was the center of attention. On stage at Rolling Loud Festival, the biggest names, the hottest artists, and performances that blow the roof off. It's a scene like no other. This video of her on stage shows her turning up with her girls, throwing it back for her fans, and just living her best life. The fans at the front, they probably got more than their money's worth with that view. Last month, Rubi took over the Rolling Loud Miami stage with a jaw-dropping performance. She debuted her track Poke and brought the heat. After watching others perform in past years, getting the call to take the stage herself felt surreal for Rubi, and she was all in. She shared how thrilled she was, saying that performing live for Rolling Loud, especially after doing a virtual show for them earlier, felt like a major milestone. Rubi reflected on how she used to watch others perform, and now here she was, being invited and paid to take the spotlight. Rubi also gave props to festivals like Rolling Loud for shining a light on up-and-coming talent. She believes events like these are a game changer for smaller artists, offering them a platform to connect with new fans. She pointed out that festivals like Rolling Loud and Broccoli Fest introduce artists like her to a wider audience, giving people a chance to see, hear, and fall in love with their music. For Rubi, 2021 marked a turning point. She opened up about hitting a low point in her life after cutting ties with someone who had been financially supporting her. She admitted it wasn't her proudest moment, but used it as fuel to focus on her music. With a song her ex had given her as a starting point, she poured herself into her work, staying busy and finding happiness in the process. For Rubi, it was a lesson in taking herself seriously and pushing forward. She knows how to keep her fans hooked, and her TikTok game is just another example of her mastery. This next clip, it's one for the books. Rubi rose on TikTok in a wild outfit. She starts off playfully lip-syncing, showing her funny and carefree side, before hitting us with a switch-up that had the timeline in shambles. Suddenly, she's walking out, dripping confidence in a lace outfit that leaves absolutely nothing to the imagination. She's all curves and charisma, owning every second as she moves with that signature Rubi energy. But Rubi's got more than just fans. She's got super fans. Take this one admirer who went beyond what anyone would call dedication. Not only did he drop an eye-watering 50,000 pounds just to access her OnlyFans content, but he also got her face tattooed on his leg, and it doesn't stop there. This man went full Romeo in her DMs, pouring his heart out with messages about wanting a one-sided open relationship, where she does her thing as long as she comes home to him. He even said he'd give up everything for her, and threw in promises of 10 Bitcoin to sweeten the deal. It's wild to think about the lengths people will go to for someone like Rubi. But let's be honest, her blend of sensuality, humor, and unapologetic confidence makes her unforgettable. She turned the whole situation into a moment, posting the story with the caption, "Tap my face on you so I know it's real." Whether she's making you laugh, turning heads, or leaving jaws on the floor, she knows exactly how to stay unforgettable. Rubi knows how to set the internet ablaze, but this next Instagram video might just take the crown. TikTok in see-through dress 229. Dressed in a skin-tight black dress that's almost entirely see-through, she's leaving absolutely nothing to the imagination. Fans could barely keep their eyes off her as the outfit revealed just enough to drive everyone wild. But she didn't stop there. Rubi turned around, bent down, and threw it back in a mesmerizing circle, ensuring every viewer stayed locked in till the very end. The comment section, total chaos. Fans couldn't hold back their obsession, pouring out declarations of love, thirst, and just plain awe. Rubi's boldness isn't for everyone, though. She's faced her fair share of criticism for her provocative outfits and explicit social media posts, with some arguing it overshadows her music. But Rubi, she's not here for that noise. She defended her right to express herself, emphasizing that her choices empower not only her, but also other women to embrace their own narratives unapologetically. Rubi has recently started shedding the polished facade she once wore for others and embracing her true self, both online and in her personal life. On Angela Yee's lip service, she opened up with raw honesty, sharing personal revelations about her sex life. She admitted that she only recently learned how to climax. When asked how she achieved this, Rubi explained that it was about letting go and fully relaxing. She reflected on how she used to get trapped in her own thoughts, often prioritizing her partner's pleasure over her own. Recognizing that her feelings mattered too was a turning point. She also shared that being on top made it easier for her to take control and feel more connected to herself, allowing those moments to come naturally. Angela's candid questioning brought up another layer of Rubi's past. She revealed that she had often faked pleasure to make others feel good. She admitted that for years she didn't realize sex was meant to be enjoyable for her too. It wasn't until recently that she started to understand her own desires and embrace them unapologetically. This transformation reflects a broader shift in Ruby's life. While she once felt the need to play a role, projecting a persona to please or impress others, she is now stepping into her own authenticity. She's proving that being real, flaws, truths, and all, is far more captivating than any curated image. Being a rising rapper means more than just bars and beats. It's about owning the nightlife, and Ruby Rose mastered that early on. In this next clip, Ruby and her crew hit the clubs, turning the energy up to the max. Ruby Rose in the club with her friends. Drinks were flowing, the vibes were electric, and then the camera found Ruby in the middle of it all. She's throwing it back right on the lens, making sure all eyes are on her. Her friends next to her are just as hyped, slapping her behind and cheering her on as she twerks for the crowd like she's the main attraction. And honestly, she is. Nights like these prove one thing: if Ruby Rose is in the building, it's going to be unforgettable. But while Ruby has often been linked with big-name rappers like Playboi Carti, 21 Savage, and Travis Scott, she's decided to leave that scene behind. In an interview, Ruby openly shared her reasons for swearing off dating rappers. She explained that she had achieved so much in a short time, attributing her progress to stepping away from relationships. She noted that the men she encountered often seemed unwilling to support her shine. Ruby has made her priorities crystal clear. Relationships are not part of her focus at the moment. She emphasized that she is too driven and focused on her career to let anything distract her. Her primary goal is to build her music career, and she is determined to do it on her own terms. Her evolution from a party queen, making connections in the club, to a focused artist carving her path, shows just how serious she is about her craft. Ruby isn't just a social media sensation or a nightlife legend. She's a hustler who's learned to put herself first. And whether she's turning up in the club or turning down the distractions, Ruby stays unforgettable. Ruby turned up the heat, channeling her inner Cruella de Vil for the Twerk music video. But this next clip shows that she didn't stop there. Ruby Rose promoting her song Poke in her bathroom. Ruby kept the party going with her next single, Poke, dropping right after. The track was fire, keeping the same wild, club-ready energy we've come to expect, with Ruby's sultry flow gliding over a beat by DA Got That Dope. And when it comes to promoting her music, Ruby knows exactly how to get fans talking. She posted a story on Instagram that sent everyone into a frenzy. Picture this: she's in her bathroom, no glam squad in sight, just a messy bun, a baggy shirt, and pure, unfiltered confidence. But the way she's throwing it back, straight up hypnotic. Her following keeps growing, and it's no mystery why. Ruby's music hits a nerve for anyone craving something bold and unapologetic. She's not just making songs, she's creating anthems for anyone ready to feel themselves. With her French fluency, raw vibes, and undeniable star power, she's breaking all the rules of what a female rapper should be. Ruby herself admits that her music is all about making people feel like they own the room. She said she writes songs that girls want to hear, stuff they might be too shy to say out loud. Her mission? To have everyone feeling like a bad just like she does when she's on the mic. For Ruby, empowerment and sexuality are inseparable. She's not afraid to call out the double standards in American media, which shame sexuality while cashing in on it through movies and ads. Ruby wants people to feel powerful in their own skin, owning their sexuality instead of letting someone else profit off it. If corporations can sell sex, why shouldn't everyone feel sexy, confident, and in control of their own narrative? But this next clip that followed was something else. Let's just say fans couldn't stop hitting replay. Leaked footage of Ruby dancing on her OnlyFans with a ski mask. What's hotter than a dangerous woman? Nothing. And Ruby Rose takes it to the next level. In a jaw-dropping video released on her exclusive OnlyFans, the rapper dials up the heat by dancing in front of a mirror, wearing nothing but lingerie and a black ski mask. Equal parts seductive and edgy, Ruby proves she knows exactly how to keep her audience hooked. Ruby has always been clear about the power of her music, not just for her fans, but for herself. She said that when she listens to her own tracks, she feels like a better version of herself. Even on her off days when she's feeling down or insecure, playing her music reminds her of who she is. A real, raw, bad. And it's not just her. Fans regularly tell Ruby that her music makes them feel the same way. It's confidence in every beat, a vibe that's lit, strong, and unapologetically empowering. Whether it's hyping herself up or inspiring her listeners, Ruby knows how to create music that resonates and makes women everywhere feel bold, confident, and unstoppable. DDG rapper, slapping Ruby Rose's butt. When DDG and Ruby Rose were together, they served raw chemistry for their fans. In this unforgettable video DDG himself posted, the couple is front and center in front of a mirror, flaunting their fit for the camera. Rubi, dressed in skin-tight leggings that hug every curve perfectly, bends over, giving her fans and DDG exactly what they wanted. DDG couldn't keep his hands to himself, smacking her behind with that unmistakable grin before letting out noises that said everything words couldn't. Honestly, who could blame him? But as fiery as their connection seemed on the surface, the breakup was just as intense. Things escalated quickly. About a month after they split, Rubi shocked fans by sharing photos of her and DDG on her Instagram stories. However, the situation became even more complicated when she took to Twitter days later, claiming DDG was actually the one behind the posts. Rubi alleged that he had taken her phone, locked himself in a room, and uploaded the content without her consent. In a now-deleted tweet, she stated that he was upset because she didn't want to be with him, accusing him of posting the pictures out of spite. She described the incident as weird and unsettling, making it clear the breakup had gone far beyond typical drama. The love story of DDG and Ruby Rose might have been short-lived, but it was anything but boring. Their relationship was all about high-energy moments, undeniable physical attraction, and enough drama to keep everyone glued. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click on one of the videos on your screen to dive into more content from our channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more.